Good morning, esteemed guests, faculty members, and dear students. It is my honor to welcome you all to the inaugural ceremony of the workshop on intellectual property and technology transfer. Intellectual property rights grant individuals ownership over their mental creations. This workshop aims to raise awareness within the institute about IPR and technology transfer. Recognizing that young minds are highly creative, it is essential to educate and train both undergraduate and postgraduate students on the significance and complexities of IPR and technology. Similarly, faculty members should understand how to commercialize the research ideas developed in their labs in addition to advancing their career and technology. To commence our ceremony, we shall begin by honoring the legacy of our founder, Mahamana Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya ji, along with the traditional Deep Prajwalan ceremony. I would like to invite the honorable guests to the podium for the ceremony. Now we will play our Kulgi.
मधुर मनो
Now, I would like to invite Professor Rajneesh Tyagi, Dean of Faculty Affairs, to welcome our chief guest, Professor Amit Bhatia. I invite Professor Santosh Kumar Singh, Associate Dean of Research and Development, to deliver the welcome address.
Very good morning to all. Honorable Director, IIT BHU, Professor Amit Patra sir, Dean R&D, Professor Vikas Dubey, esteemed colleagues, expert members from Patent Choir, and dear participants. It's my privilege to welcome you all today to this workshop. As you know, the title of this workshop is Intellectual Property and Technology Transfer. This is quite relevant to the IPR policy of the institute, whose motive is to encourage the practical application and economic use of the outcome of research carried out at the institute for the benefit of the society. The issued IPR policy also aims to promote, encourage, and aid scientific investigation and research. Personally, I feel the students should be motivated towards the need of IPR in addition to publishing research papers. This requires educating and training the student community. To meet this requirement, the Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion has set up SPRIHA, which stands for Scheme for Pedagogy and Research in IPRs for Holistic Education and Academia. The vision of SPRIHA is to facilitate intellectual property, education, and research. The scheme has been instituted to develop credit as well as specialized courses on IPR, organize seminar and workshops on IPR, provide research inputs, and inculcate a long-standing recognition and respect for IPRs in students' mind. This workshop is organized with the joint support of SPRIHA and IDEP, which is a Section 8 company of the institute. The purpose of this one-day workshop is to initiate a holistic atmosphere in the institute to exploit the full potential of its intellectual property for economic, social, and cultural growth. I am happy to inform you that within such a short span, 220 participants have registered for this workshop from the institute. Participants include faculty members, master's students, and PhD scholars. In this workshop, we have 5 sessions which will cover various aspects of IPR and its commercialization. I am sure this event will be quite useful for our institute community. Once again, I welcome you all and wish this event to be a great success. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your warm welcome. Next, I would like to call upon Professor Vikas Kumar Dubey for the opening remark.
Chief guest of today's function, Honorable Director, IIT BHU, Dr. Amit Patra, my colleague in R&D section, Dr. Santosh Kumar Singh, my dean's colleague, faculty colleagues, participants who are PhD and MTech students, ladies and gentlemen, I once again welcome to this event. In fact, this event is being organized at a stage when we are making some progress in IPR. However, there is need for a bigger jump. So, when I met directors of their first time and I was giving briefing of R&D section, he emphasized that we should have some IPR awareness workshop at regular interval, and he motivated us to organize one such event as soon as possible, and today's event is outcome of that motivation and support of directors. We all know when I would just like to emphasize how we are making progress in terms of IPR. Remember, IPR is not only patenting, but so far we have made very good progress in patenting, but there are other IPR also, copyright, we have industrial design, industrial design also. In fact, just 2 days back our scheme of machine tool design came, and they wanted some industrial design copyright and so. So, in terms of IPR, we have made very good progress. And if you compare our number of awarded patents in 2022, it was only 2 or 3. But our awarded patent in 2023 became around 45, and now in 2024, in half of year, the awarded patent is crossing 55. So, in terms of awarded patent, we are making very good progress, but still it's a small number when we compare with all established IIT. And also, I would like to mention that we are not making big progress in terms of filing new patents. So I am getting feedback from our patent agent, Mr. Lalit Ambas is also here. We get some feedback. There are issues related to faculty members not responding to email, etc. So that is causing delay in filing the patent. So I encourage everyone to meet him during lunch time or tea break and try to see what is status of your patent that is provided from the institute and not at file. So this is an opportunity when we can interact and clear your doubt. Another issue which I would like to emphasize why this event is very important, when we are talking about Viksit Bharat by 2047, it's not possible unless we encourage knowledge-based economy, and knowledge-based economy is primarily dependent on IPR and so. This knowledge-based economy requires a very robust IPR policies, IPR framework, and India is doing very good in terms of that. And as you know, India is globally 42nd position in IPR indexing. But again, if we see our position post 2020, it has not changed. So there is emphasis that we file more patents, we make the filing of patent easier, and I think there was some mission mode initiative from government also early this year that we file more patents and we get more patents awarded, and in that direction our institute has also contributed, and we made some progress. So our R&D section is facilitating award of patents, and I encourage that we also not only publish our article, we not only participate in industrial consultancy, but we also ensure that the work that we have done in our laboratory, we get proper IPR filed for that, and we get IPR or patent issued for your work, and we get due credit of that. Today morning also Director Sir was emphasizing that we should have at least 200 patents filed every year, and this is the target to our IIT BHU fraternity, that we give lot of emphasis in patent also, which we have not been giving so far. This event will make you aware about patent filing, and I hope that all the deliberation on all 5 sessions that we have been covering in this event would be very useful. The event is being started with the first lecture by our Honorable Director, so that is a great motivation for all of us, that we learn from this workshop and we learn from this event and take it forward and meet the target of 200 patents filing latest by end of next year. So next year we file 200 patents. That is what we are aiming and we are targeting. So with this I conclude, and I wish that this event would be very useful, and I thank you for joining this event. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your opening remarks. It is now my privilege to welcome our Honorable Director and keynote lecturer for this workshop, Professor Amit Patra, to address the audience.
Good morning, everyone. Professor Dubey, Dean R&D, Professor Singh, IPR Chair, all the deans and the heads of the department, faculty members, research scholars, master students, and all. So it's a very welcome think to organize this type of workshops, and I thank Professor Dubey for doing it at such a short notice. And in every department I am going, I have been telling about the need for filing a patent, but rather I am telling you the number that we expect. But I felt that it is necessary for me to explain why. Because unless we are convinced that this is a good thing, why should anyone do it? No, good for, it should be good for everybody. It should be good for the faculty members. It should be good for the students. It should be good for the institute. Then only people will be convinced. Otherwise, so far in our career, in fact, in my early career also, we never heard of filing a patent. So somewhere in the between, we started doing, and there also after filing a few, we got kind of demotivated by the delays that was happening in the Indian Patent Office, and we were giving up. In fact, the fact about faculty members not responding to emails also happened with me and my colleagues also. People, in fact, what happens? Students leave, PhD students and others, they leave. So responding to a patent again involves a lot of work. So I'm sure the faculty members are here also having the same issues. But still, I try to emphasize, those are the things. Somewhere you have to take the extra effort and do it, and things eventually we are the beneficiaries. So I thought I'll try to share with you my own thoughts and experiences, good and bad, and then try to tell you why we should be filing a patent, right? And also there are occasions where we should not, where we need not. We will also I'll try to tell you that. And finally, on behalf of the institute, what difference it makes. I think for the institution, the patent portfolio makes a bigger difference than individuals, at least in our country. So that is where we have to have our own pathways, and that is the reason I am giving you the faculty that the target of at least for 2 faculty 1 patent to be filed per year. I think it's not a big ask, and of course some will file 4 and some may not file this year, and some of us are working in areas, maybe in theoretical areas where it's very difficult to file patents. That is also understandable. It is not that every person must have a hammer on his head and must file patent. It is not necessary. Collectively, we must achieve certain targets, and that's what I'm trying to imbibe in your thoughts.